daughter was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis in 2010.
When our family first learned of Noah's diagnosis with leukemia, it rocked us to the core.
I found out about my child's illness because I am a medically complex foster parent. And they had a child with liver disease and asked if I would take her.
We didn't have a whole lot of information about what leukemia was. Leukemia is not something that's easy for any family to deal with.
When our son got diagnosed with leukemia, it was very hard.
When I first started Casey Cares, it was to help all critically ill children because there was so much wonderful support out there for cancer children and their families. But think about all the other children who were having that same battle for their life, but they did not receive any supportive programs. And that's when Casey Cares stepped in. It's amazing to think that we have been providing all kinds of recreational programs to critically ill children and their family members since 2000.
Well, the trip to Busch Gardens was really cool, and it was a whole weekend, and I got to go to Busch Gardens one day and then Williamsburg the next day, and it was a great time to spend with my family.
Play with toys, color books, eat donuts, eat food, everything.
We did the Casey Cares run. That was a hot day. You made it 1 mile, right?
I wanted to do the race.
The 5K?
With Michael and Tucker.
Yeah, well, you've got to practice for that.
I did. Crystal could do it.
Yeah, I know. Next year, maybe you'll be ready for the 5K.
The Halloween shopping is my favorite event because I got to hang out with Ronnie Stanley and we got to get costumes.
When you see the smile on a child's face, when you see a child who used to do their running out on a soccer field or on a baseball diamond, now doing their running around the hospital, and you present them with a brand new pair of pajamas so their butt isn't hanging out of those hospital gowns, and that smile goes from ear to ear, it's worth every ounce of heartache and pain that it takes to start and maintain an organization.
Finding out about the diagnosis was definitely, it's one of those things you definitely remember where you were and exactly what you were doing.
We didn't, see really no symptoms. We just realized that he was just, hurting, weak, and feverish. And finally we had took him to the hospital and then they told us that, and it was a bomb.
It was really frightening to know that she, at some point in her life, would need a liver transplant. And in fact, when she was 9.5 months old, did receive a liver transplant.
When a family goes through something like that, other things kind of fall to the wayside. It's sort of like what you do day in and day out, especially for the first few months and the first few years. So I think that's where something like Casey Cares comes in and kind of allows you to have that opportunity to do other things, to sort of remind you that there's other things you need to be focused on and doing, and let you come together as a family.
Casey Cares was very supportive, very inspirational, and they explained to us and broke it down, everything that they was going to do and how they was going to do to take care of our son. And they kept their word. They did a very good job and very, very supportive.
It makes me feel that you're not alone, that somebody else knows that you have a child with a critical illness, and that they support you by just doing these little nice things that seem so grandiose in your world.
Leukemia is not something that's easy for any family to deal with, but with the support of organizations like Casey Cares, our family and friends, they've been a great help in us getting through this challenging time in our lives.
If you would like to contribute to the Casey Cares Foundation or would like more information about Casey Cares, visit caseycares.org or call 443-568-0064.
The Casey Cares Foundation. Little moments, lasting memories.